Hello.
Hi.
How are you guys today?
Good.
Do you guys remember what we're talking about today? Yeah, good. Yep, we're gonna talk about engineering today, okay? We're gonna go over some types of engineering. There's a lot, we're just gonna cover a couple, and then we're going to do an engineering challenge with a couple of the supplies in your kit, okay? So if you want to go get those things now, you can. You're gonna need paper. Newspaper is preferred, but you can use any type of paper, and masking tape. Or I'm gonna use painter's tape, which is blue masking tape.
Do we have any
So
tape I can
grab those things. And again, you can use any type of tape or any type of paper, but something like that. So I'll give you a minute or two if you would like to go get those things later.
Okay, what is it? For real? Okay. Okay, I got my newspaper. This is a very boring news. Have to pull it through.
Hi, Wyatt. I was just telling everyone else that they can go and get some supplies from your kit today. You're gonna need paper and tape, preferably newspaper and masking tape, but any kind of paper and tape, and grab a couple sheets of paper as well.
She said any kind of
If you
tape.
want to go grab those things, you can go ahead, and I will wait to get started for a couple minutes.
You can use this kind of tape too. She said any tape.
Oh, how's this gonna work?
Will you guys remind me what grades you're going into in the fall?
Yeah. I'm going into 7th.
Sorry, can you say that again?
I'm going into 7th grade.
You're going to 7th grade, Blake?
I'm going into the 6th.
6th grade?
I'm going to 7th grade.
7th grade? And Wyatt, what about you?
5th.
5th grade? Okay, so you guys are a little bit older. Cool. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and get started. Today we are talking about engineering, like I said before. I'm gonna share my screen with you. All right, so does anybody know what engineering is? Or can you describe what an engineer maybe does?
Make things?
Make things? Yeah. Engineers make things, and they do it by using math and science to build complex machines, structures, and systems. So it's not like an artist who creates art by painting or sculpting, and it's not like a writer who creates work that way. An engineer is going to use physics, geometry, lots of math and science to create what they're creating. And there are many, many types of engineers. Pretty much everything you own was designed and created by an engineer. So we're gonna look at some of those types of engineering. So the first one is a mechanical engineer, and mechanical engineers are the largest and the broadest group of engineers, which means almost everything can kind of fit into this category. They build products, create design plans, create ways of making products, and then they test products as well. So it's not just the watch that you're wearing, but it's the machine that makes the watch and the process that creates the watch and all the things involved in that as well. And mechanical engineers can build almost anything from refrigerators to airplanes. So big things, little things, it doesn't really matter. A chemical engineer, which is another really important type of engineer, creates systems and processes involved in chemical processing. So you guys have all ridden in a car before, right? Mm-hmm. What do you put into a car that gives it power to go?
Gas.
Gas.
Yeah.
Gasoline or petroleum. And chemical engineers help create systems that refine that oil and make it usable for humans. So chemical engineers are important. They work in pharmaceuticals as well. So they make medicine or things to create medicine. We already talked about energy, so petroleum, but that includes nuclear, coal, and natural gas as well. And there's other things like waste management and water filtration that need the help of chemical engineers as well. So they have very important jobs. Okay, our next one, electrical engineering. So Rihanna, remember when you wanted to talk about circuits and how lights turn on and off? I think it was Monday you were talking about that. That's kind of what an electrical engineer does. So they build and design systems that run and transmit energy. So the lighting in your house or the outlets that you plug your things into, an electrical engineer designed all of that. And they also help design things like your cell phone that require energy, or the computer that you're on right now. And even the big things like the big circuits in the power plants that help power the whole city. So that's what an electrical engineer does. Okay. Then we have a software engineer. So engineers that create and fix computer or cell phone programs and applications. So if the electrical engineer creates the circuit, so I'm going to go back a slide actually. Do you see what this person is working on right here? That's called hardware. It's hard because you can touch it, you can feel it, hardware. That's what an electrical engineer is going to work on. Software means what? It's not hardware, it's not something we can touch. So software is going to be the programs and the applications that when you turn on your phone, if you open an application, that's what a software engineer makes. It's maybe not something that you can pick up and hold, but it's something that you use. Like coding, all of that. Does that make sense? Yeah, you guys are smart. Okay, then we have aerospace engineering. So the designing and creating of aircraft and spacecraft, like rockets, planes, jets, helicopters, drones, pretty much anything that flies or moves through the air is designed by an aerospace engineer. My older brother is an aerospace engineer, and he helps plan and create rockets for United Launch Alliance. So he used to work in Florida on the Space Coast, and he would go and physically touch and help build rockets. But now he works in a desk, but he uses computer programs to create designs and test aerospace plans and stuff. So he still helps build rockets. He's just not there physically touching the rocket. But he's pretty cool. Do you guys like space? Yeah. Did any of you guys watch the SpaceX launch or hear about it? You guys know what SpaceX is? No, I see some yeses and nos. So SpaceX is owned by Elon Musk, who makes Tesla, and he created a rocket that you can launch and then land. Almost like an airplane, but not quite, which is pretty special. Okay. Next, we have civil engineering, which again is like mechanical engineering, a very broad spectrum of engineers. And these are the ones that design buildings of public works, such as bridges, dams, roads, and other large-scale public spaces like office buildings and sports arenas and power plants and all of that. They're building the structures that we use every day. And they have a very important job. Most people don't drive on the road every day and think about the engineer that designed that road, but there was someone who built that. And they were a civil engineer. Okay, and then our last one is a structural engineer. So this is under the branches of civil engineering, and they focus on building the foundation and structure of buildings and other infrastructure. Have you guys heard that term before, infrastructure? Infrastructure is public buildings. So roads are infrastructure, bridges, dams, like we were saying before, hospitals are infrastructure. Things that help the people, that's an infrastructure. But today, the reason that I ended on this slide is because we are going to become structural engineers ourselves. And this is where you're going to need your paper and your tape, okay? So I have a bit of an engineering challenge for you. You're going to take your newspaper and masking tape or paper and tape, whatever you have, and build the tallest or strongest structure you can, okay? I'm going to give you just a couple minutes to do this. If you need to go get supplies, you can go do that now. I'll give you just a couple minutes, and then I would like to share before we end our lesson today. All right, I'm again gonna play some classical music, and when this song is over, your design challenge is over. Trying to find a good okay. Can you hear the music? Okay, so when the song ends, our challenge is over, okay? So you have about 2 minutes, a little over 2 minutes. I believe in you. You guys worked really fast yesterday.
I have to say that I cannot do that because my parents aren't home and I don't know where the materials are.
Okay, if you would like to, Wyatt, you can try when your parents get home. Just take pictures and then you can email them to Leah and she can put them on the website so that you still feel like you're sharing if you would like to do that. But you can watch for now if you want to.
Okay.
Does that sound good?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm also going to upload this video on YouTube afterwards, so you can always come back and watch this if you want to review before you make your structure. Okay?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
You guys need more time?
I'm
I
good.
think- CJ, you're good? What about Blake and Rihanna? Do you need more time? Kind of okay? You don't know? How about this? We'll do another like minute, just 1 minute. Okay. All right. Are we ready? Okay. CJ, since you were the first one done, would you like to go first? Okay, hold on, I'm gonna stop sharing real quick so that we can go to gallery view and see what you created. All right. Very nice. Did you use tape? Yeah? Oh, very nice. Good job. All right, who would like to go next?
Do I have to share mine?
Why don't you just bring it over and put it in front of the camera and then you can describe it. Did you go for a tall or strong, Blake?
I don't know.
Is it yours really tall? No? Have you tried to put something on top of it to see how strong it is? No? Okay. Well, if you don't want to share, that's all right. Rihanna, what did you create? Did you go for tall? Yeah. How many pieces of paper tall is it? 2? Nice. Okay, I'm gonna show you mine. Ugh. This is what I made. I went for strong. We'll see. Pretty good. All right. Well, that's all I have for you today. Thank you for playing along, Wyatt. I hope you can make one of these structures later and then share your picture because it's really fun. But yeah, I hope you guys have a great rest of your afternoon. Tomorrow, we are going to be talking about art. So STEAM, S-T-E-A-M. The A stand for arts, okay? So we're going to be talking a little bit about color theory and maybe some science behind color because it's all very interesting. And then maybe we'll be doing a little bit of art ourselves. Sound good? All right, well, I will see you guys tomorrow. Have a great rest of your day. Bye.